I had to start with a wide angle shot for this video because it's a big one. Here we go with the new iMac. What is up, you guys? Hope you're having an awesome day. So today's video, just a little bit different than normal. Most of you are used to me doing Bath & Body Works reviews, Sage reviews, Lush reviews. I've done a couple of reviews a couple of weeks ago for some gym bags that I've been using. I also did ones for my Beats earphones that I've used while I've been working out and running more now. So again, you can check those videos out a little while ago. But today's video, completely different because I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite computers that I've been waiting for to come out for the last month, and I'm gonna do like a little unboxing today, a little bit of a review, but you have to remember, I am not a tech YouTuber. So if you're watching this video and you're expecting all the tech specs and everything, all that stuff, I am not that person. I'm just gonna show you from an everyday average person who loves Apple computers, who enjoys tech and all that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna talk to you from my standpoint and just the things that I know, and just as an everyday consumer, someone that's just bought a computer. So I don't want you to go thinking that this is like a tech YouTube, all this kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna be doing specs and all that kind of stuff. I'll talk a little bit about specs, but please just know that this is just for the everyday. If you're looking for the everyday computer, or if you're looking for the pro people, you can go find the iJustines and all those kind of guys in another channel. This is just gonna be a normal, everyday boxing, opening, just kind of tell you my perspectives and some of the things that I really enjoyed about this computer, the Moto Unbox. And the weird thing is, you're probably gonna say, well, what do you mean? You already have seen one? Yes, I actually did buy one of these computers for my nieces as a birthday, graduation, / every single other event that's going to go on this year. I felt like they needed a new computer in their household with their family. They're a family of 4. There's my sister, brother-in-law, and my 2 nieces. My nieces you can see in a video from previous when we're looking at hoodies and stuff like that. But I bought them one to have in their house so that they can use it as a family. For me, as a single guy, I'm gonna show you my perspective of just using this computer. So we've already set one of these computers up, and it actually was quite fun setting it up with them. It's quite the computer. So I'm gonna just kind of show you my unboxing and all that kind of stuff. So as we go along, you're just gonna hear my opinions, my perspective. Again, I am not coming from this as a professional tech person. I'm just coming from you as an everyday consumer. So if you're looking for just everyday opinions, stick right here, and here we go. So the one thing you need to know about this computer is that the iMac has had a little bit of a refresh from Apple. They've done a redesign, they've added a new chip in. The one thing you need to know about these new chips that Apple's putting in, you may have heard of it, you may have not, but if you're looking for a new computer, Apple has now made these computers that have what's called the M1 chip in it. And I actually did purchase a MacBook Pro a few months ago that contained the M1 chip. So this chip that Apple is now making, because Apple used to depend on Intel to do all their stuff for the internal parts of their chips and all that kind of stuff to make the computer go. So Apple is actually making their own chips now, and they threw them into the MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro, and the MacBook Mini a few months ago, and people started raving about how fast these computers started to get. And I kind of was like, okay, well, how fast can you actually get this computer to go? I had a previous, about 2018 MacBook Air, and I did most of my editing and all that kind of stuff when I started this channel on that computer. When I went to render, which means to turn the completed video into a file that I could upload to YouTube, that would take about 45 minutes to 50 minutes for about a 15-minute clip. For a 15-minute clip, it would take about 45 to 50 minutes to turn into a file, which means rendering it. When I saw what the new MacBooks could do, I decided I'm gonna try it for myself. So I went and purchased myself a MacBook Pro and tested it out. I have used this now for all of my editing, because this is basically my main computer. And so with the M1 chip inside of here, I've been able to create videos, once I put them all together and download them and turn them into a file, between 3 to 4 minutes, I can get a completed file. So it used to be that it was the rendering and creating the file that took the longest, and now it's the editing that takes the longest, because when I go to render, basically I start this thing, I go and get a drink of water, I come back and it's already created a file. that's ready to upload to YouTube. So the M1 chips that are in here, the only thing you need to know as just maybe a consumer is that they are super, super fast. Now on the MacBooks, again, super fast, but they make the battery life last an incredible amount of time. Now it sounds like I'm giving a MacBook Pro review, which I'm not. So if you want to just skip to the M1 stuff, you can. But I just want to say with the MacBook Pros, they make the batteries last super, super long. Where you might get about 6 hours, maybe on a MacBook Air, I'm now getting a full day charge. I can go web surfing, I can edit, I can do anything on this and get a full day's charge. Like it takes forever for this thing to run out of batteries. So if you're looking for a new MacBook or anything, a new laptop, you should be checking out these ones with the M1 chip in it. But this is the M1 chip for the MacBook Pro. We're gonna show you the M1 chip when it comes to the iMac. So let's get started. So as we're getting started here, I'm gonna kind of move things around. I don't usually move the camera around, so I apologize if this is kind of jerky and stuff like that. But right here, what we have is we got the iMac. So this is the brand new 2021 iMac. Came out last week. Of course, you can see a whole bunch of unboxing and stuff, so I'm glad you're sticking around and maybe check this one out. So I'm here to see me set it up from start to finish. So this one, when I ordered it, comes with the Touch ID. I got the one that's kind of what's called the middle tier. I've got the one that's got the Touch ID. I've got the one that's got the extra core in it for computer stuff. Just it adds a little extra boost of speed. That's all you need to know. The other thing I got was I have the 256 gigabytes of RAM, of solid state storage, and I've got the 8 gigabytes of RAM in it. So really, it's kind of the middle tier. There's a beginner tier that kind of has just a few basic things, but it doesn't have the Touch ID or anything like that in it. So I decided to spend the extra $200 and to kind of upgrade to the middle tier to get all the bells and whistles and stuff. The only thing I did not do, because it comes with a magic mouse and you can actually choose a trackpad, I completely forgot to choose the trackpad, which a lot of people love. So you get the mouse, which I'll show you as we're unboxing here, but the other thing is that I kind of forgot to add the trackpad in, and the trackpad is basically like having a laptop, the laptop mouse, I guess if we want to call it like that, on things. So what I did is I actually went to the local store and I bought a trackpad, so I have this. So it's not going to be included. You can get it included in with the kit. I just forgot to order it. Dumb me, and you're gonna see why. But I was lucky enough, and my sister and brother-in-law were actually nice enough because I surprised my nieces with the computer for their family. They actually went to our local Staples, which is kind of our computer outlet here in our city, and I said to them, like, hey, can you buy me a magic trackpad if you see it? And they actually bought this for me, which I thought was super nice. So I actually do have a trackpad that I'm going to use with this computer. So let's get started because it's kind of a cool box. So this is actually the back. As you can see with the box, it actually shows the whole computer. So I'm gonna actually go from side to side here. So it actually shows how thin this thing actually is. I can't wait for you guys to actually see it. But you can see the front of the computer, side of the computer, and the back of the computer. Also, as you can see, I have plants all in my condo right now. Why? Because it's the end of May, and in Saskatchewan, Canada, there is a snowfall warning and a frost warning. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. So I have my plants in here so they don't freeze. So if you see my plants while I'm unboxing this stuff, please just don't know I'm the crazy guy that just keeps plants in the house like this. They're actually going outside to my deck, but yeah, not right now because I don't want them to freeze. So here we go. All right, so here we are. I got my shoes over here, iMac's right here. Nice thing about Apple, they have a little tab. Tab comes completely off. Just rip it right off, and we are good to go. So the one thing you have to remember is that if you do have this iMac, it actually says this is the back, and the front will be the front. So we're actually gonna tip this over very carefully. So here we go. And we're gonna open this up. And so here, we're gonna actually see what's inside of it. So make sure that you open it with the top at the front. So here we go. We're gonna open this up. So this part you don't really need to see because let's concentrate on the iMac. So box I put on the table just to give us a little bit more room to kind of show things up. So let's actually open this up and we'll go like this. And so inside, as you can see, this is like one of the most heavy duty boxes I've ever seen. And the unboxing videos I've watched so far, this is the coolest thing about their packaging. You take one end, you take the other end, you open it, you push them apart. As you can see, this part lifts up. I want to try this again. Like, look at how cool this is, guys. Like, the design is just incredible. I'm just floored by some of these designs that Apple have for their packaging. So you push them apart, they open up, and right here is the Mac. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this up, make sure that it comes out. I'm just gonna say here for a quick second, this is how thin it is. This is the computer. Like, that's the computer. This is so light. Like, I'm just shocked about how light this is. So I'm gonna set this, we'll unbox this in a second, but I'm gonna set this over to the side, and we'll come back, and I'll come back to you and just show you the rest of it. So inside, so this is the inside box. We've already taken the Mac over. I put it on the coffee table just so we don't have to worry about it. So in here is all the peripherals. So in here I should be finding my keyboard, my cords, all that kind of stuff. So here, I'm gonna try making it. Well, this might have to take this off a little bit. First things first, this is called the Magic Keyboard. This is their Bluetooth keyboard. I'm not gonna just open this up just yet, but clicky, it's such nice. Like, this actually looks like a really good keyboard. And the nice thing about it is that the keyboard actually has Touch ID. If you've had any of those older iPhones that used to have Touch ID, that when you touched it unlocked, it now comes in the Magic Keyboard for the iMac, so that you basically can wake it up from sleep, put it on here, and you just touch it and your MacBook basically wakes up. It knows it's you, it goes right to your preferences. So with this keyboard, like, it's tiny and it's so light. Like, I'm actually looking forward to using this. So we've got the Magic Keyboard here, and also I think here's the mouse. It's all packaged up super nicely. So here's the mouse, just like this. Got a nice little click to it. And again, I got my trackpad over to the side. I found that when I used my, when I got my niece's, their computer, I didn't super enjoy the Magic Mouse. I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna have to try it a little bit more. But as you can see here, like, you can actually take your fingers, like, you can move it around just like normal mouse, but you can actually have scroll. There's like functionality and all that kind of stuff, so you can scroll, open up stuff, all of that. And so it's a nice little touch. And the nice thing is that I got the blue one. I forgot to mention that. I got the blue Mac, so everything is color coordinated. So I've got the blue Magic Mouse, the blue Magic Keyboard, and on top of that, to charge these things, it comes with the cable, and the cable is blue. Like, it has blue. Like, the details in this is, like, so cool. Even the cord for the power. So here's the power cord, power brick. It's blue too. Like, it is so... This is awesome. Like, I am so impressed with this. This is the first time for me with myself. And then, of course, here we've got the charging parts and all that stuff. And then in here we've got, of course, if you've ever opened up an Apple or a Mac document or anything like that before, you know that in here it's all of the legal stuff, blah, blah, blah. But most importantly, as you can see, they've got the Apple stickers. But it's so cool because for whatever iMac you get, because there's different colors like green, pink, orange, blue, there's other ones you can go on the website and look it out at purple. I remember there's purple. But one actually comes in more of the teal color, and we'll look at that in a second, and more in the solid color. So these come with their own Apple stickers, which I know a lot of people are wanting to collect. So I guess you're gonna have to get every iMac in every color in order to get those stickers. So these are all the peripherals. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this all up here. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna show you my little station. I'm actually gonna set this up in my kitchen table because that's where I wanna keep it, and then we'll kind of go from there. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we now have the Mac on the table. This is kind of where I'm gonna be. So my concept of my kitchen and living room here, they kind of are very open space. So I wanted something that's going to be on the kitchen table that I can use as I'm walking in. Now, not that I don't love my MacBook and all that stuff, but I like a little bit more screen real estate when I'm doing different tasks and stuff like that. So my MacBook's still amazing for travel, but I wanted something that I could have that's just a decent size. And again, this is the 24-inch monitor. So with the iMacs, you get the 24-inch monitor and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, we're gonna uncover this. I again, got the blue, and I've actually been looking forward to this. So here we go, we're gonna take off this, like, Apple, they just do a fantastic job of just coverings and stuff, like just making sure everything's protected. So again, if you're buying it, like, you're paying for the quality. Like, this is definitely something you're paying for the quality. So again, this is like felt wrapped, just gonna take it off. There we go. Move this over to the side. And there we go. Hello. Hello. There it goes. Your computer is welcoming you. Now, one thing to note is that this is the front. I'm not going to take off the front just yet, but I want to show you guys the back. The back just looks so cool. So this is like this nice blue, very dark, almost kind of navy blue. Depends on kind of how you catch the light. There's sometimes where you can even look, it looks black, but this is such a dark blue that it's pretty amazing. Now, my niece had a fantastic time with this. I am trying to figure out where it starts. So I'm actually going to take, there's plastic on the back, so I'm actually just going to take this off right now. It's such a satisfying feeling. I love this. So there we go. I'm going to take this all off. There it goes. There you go. Throw that in the ground. Deal with that later. And then there's just this little bit at the back as well. So I'm going to take this off too. That actually will come off. Ooh. Man, when they pack stuff up, guys, I'm not kidding with you. Apple doesn't wait. Like, they just know how to do it. So I'm going to chuck that on the floor for now. And see here, there, that's without the wrap on the back. So there's the nice dark blue. See how it even kind of goes darker down here, just depending on the way the light hits it. I've got lighting coming from this way with the ring light, and I've also got light coming from above. But during the day, I've got a window over here that I'm hoping will just catch it very nicely. It's kind of sucky because this is one of the nicest colors that are on the back. I'm not saying this is bad or anything, but now we're going to turn this around. And let me see if I can find the channel. It's over on the other side. So this is the front. So I shall back it up here so you can kind of see it. This dark blue will remain at the black, or at the back. And so here, we're actually going to take off this. Here we go. Here comes the display. And as you can see, the blue turns into a very light blue. There's my ring light right there. You can actually see it. Ooh! If you've taken off a plastic of an Apple product, best feeling ever. So nice. And this is the 24-inch 4.5 Retina display that's included in this. When I was setting up my niece's, I was blown away by the display. So I'm actually found some YouTube videos to try out. It was pretty cool. So as you can see with the design, it's pretty cool. I'm actually going to show you because I got to take this part off. They even do. Ooh! See how light this thing actually is? I almost tipped over. Now I saw someone almost do that in another YouTube video, and I was just like, "Ooh, don't do that!" And I almost did it. Oh, jeez, that's crazy. Okay, so come on, taking off the borders, taking off the borders. Here we go. This takes a little while, but again, satisfying, satisfying. Let's go on there. All right, I gotta show you guys this. Like, this is how thin. I gotta bring this closer. I'm sorry. I gotta try and bring this closer as I can. As close as I can. See, I told you, I'm a rookie at this stuff. There's no pro going on here. I'm just doing everyday stuff here for you guys. So, this is how thin the computer is. Like, the entire computer is built into the chip. So the M1 chip, the fans, sound system, everything like that. And by the way, I listened to it. This has amazing sound and amazing clarity. And supposedly the microphones are awesome. Oh, by the way, this also has a 1080p webcam, which is the most that Apple's ever put into a computer yet. So if you're looking to have great Zoom calls, great FaceTime calls, anything like that, you're gonna want this camera because it is super, super clear, all right? So again, everything, the entire computer is basically built into this chin with that M1 chip. I told you about that M1 chip. This is what it does to the design. It makes it this thin. Here I am. Here's the other thing. This is the whole computer. This is the whole computer. Like, it's just nuts. Like, look how far we've come. That's so crazy. So anyways, here I'm talking about the display and everything. So this is the display here. As you can see, a little bit of a lighter chin. I still actually now that I'm looking at it live now, online, I was kind of like, wow, this is a really light blue. It's actually a little bit darker than I expected. So if you're thinking about going with the blue, I highly recommend it because some people were saying that they didn't like how light it was. I like it. I really like this color. I'm really glad. I gave my nieces the green one and they liked it because it kind of has a teal front to it. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I'm really glad I kept this one because I really like the blue. So let's kind of change camera angles here and we'll do some setup. Okay, so got mostly everything plugged up here. I'm just getting stuff set up. I gotta show you this. This is actually the only cord that goes into the computer besides the USB-C ports back here. Again, you're gonna have to take, there's 4 of them back here. You may need a dock, you may need a hub. This doesn't run just like like a memory stick, like a normal memory stick, like all of us know, you're gonna have to get some peripherals for all that kind of stuff. But you can go check out another tech page to find out all about that, because I had to. So I'd encourage you to go check out those other guys. But the one cool thing I gotta show you is this is the only plug-in. And so when you plug it in, it's actually magnetic. So when you plug it in, if I can do it, it's plugged in. That's it. And then when I'm ready to take it out, I'm not gonna actually do it, but you just take it out and it's done. It's connected by magnets, and it's a strong magnet too. Like if I pull this, I'm bringing the Mac with me. So just kind of know that this is magnetic. And again, look at the blue cord. Like it's matching the iMac, which I think is so cool. So anyways, just had to show you that connection because it's magnet and it's stuck in there and it's awesome. Okay, so got everything plugged in. Haven't taken out the Magic Trackpad yet. Got my keyboard here, almost ready to go. There's actually on switches. Again, they're Bluetooth. Turn them on. So I'm gonna turn on them with mouse too. You can see the underside of the mouse, blue, just like the iMac. So that's on as well. And so, here we go. Let's boot this thing up and actually see how the sound is, because you should be able to hear the official Apple ding. Ooh, you sound pretty. You sound very pretty. So, we're gonna let this thing boot up, and I'm gonna kind of switch positions again, show you the peripherals, and then show you the inside. So I'll get this all set up and then we'll get going. Oh, look at that. Hello. Let's get this set up. So one thing I wanted to show you is that the keyboard, actually, as you can see on the screen, has Touch ID. So this is actually gonna help you with like Apple Pay, unlocking your computer, a whole bunch of other stuff. It's really cool because right there, it is built, it looks like one of those old iPhones. It's just built right into the keyboard. So what we'll do is we'll hit continue. And now it's asking me to put my finger on the finger scanner, and still wants me to do it. So I'm just gonna keep tapping. And now it says Touch ID is ready. So now when I go to unlock my Mac, I can actually wake it up by just pushing it and then opening up, so I don't even need to use a password. And I can use it for Apple Pay and all that kind of stuff. So this is really cool. By the way, people have talked about, I'm gonna go back to the tripod in just a second, but people have actually been talking about the chin and all that kind of stuff. I really don't mind it. I mean, when I see the chin, I think Apple. I don't even miss the logo here or anything like that. So it's just sitting here on my kitchen table, which is where it'll be. And the nice thing is that it is this is actually the perfect size for me. For 24 inches, this is amazing. I forgot to mention it's a 4.5K Retina display. So already I am super, super impressed by the display on this. It is absolutely incredible. If you're somebody that is like pro, you probably are gonna wanna look at the 27 inch, the 32 inch, of course. But for everyday consumers, just like yours truly here, who just uses these tech stuff for part-time YouTube videos and surfing the web and doing a whole bunch of documents and schoolwork and all that kind of stuff, this is perfect for me. The keyboard, fantastic. Has a awesome little click to it, and small, super light. Haven't connected the Magic Trackpad yet, but I'll get back to you as soon as I get this started. So again, this is from my perspective. The monitor, incredible. Like I'm sorry, it just doesn't do any justice here. To show you on the like I'm using my iPhone. I always use my iPhone to record stuff. I'm just not a professional, and that's fine because I'm just doing content. So this is it with the stuff with the keyboard. I actually hooked up the Magic Trackpad, and so it's good to go right now. I've still got the mouse here. I'm actually gonna set the mouse over here for right now so it doesn't get all scratched up. I can't tell you, you almost need to kind of see this in store. If you're really considering about a new family computer, I strongly suggest you get to an Apple store and see one of these in person, because they've got, I believe it's 7 different colors, different configurations. You need to find what's best for your family. Right now, again, like I said, I have the 256 gigabyte solid state memory, which means just it can hold 256 gigs worth of stuff. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, which again is fast enough for everything that I'm going to do. You've got the 1080, cam built in. Actually, I'll show you in just a second what it actually looks like. Hold on. So I opened up Photo Booth and here it is. Again, this is kind of on recording right now, so I can take pictures if I want to. You can do video if you want to take video clips and stuff like that. But not only can you do that, but you can make it full screen. So there it is, full screen right there for you. It's so weird to see this, doing it this way. But again, absolutely incredible. Like, I am shocked about how clear that webcam is, because it's super like it's honestly the best one I've ever seen a Mac. The other Macs have 720p, and this is the first time they've ever put a 1080 in, and so it is super here. You can actually see, I've got a haircut. You can even see my little bald spots. Look at all that. Anyways, no, super clear. So I actually just finished FaceTiming with my mom. She didn't want to be on camera. It's 10 o'clock at night here, so she didn't think she looked her best. But what I'm doing right now is showing you how good the quality is with the 1080p cam that's in there. I'm recording this, I'll put this one in the video when I do it, but it looks really good. Like, if you're looking at Zoom calls, if you're looking for FaceTime calls, if you're looking to be doing some projects that you might have to do like a quick video or something for it, I wouldn't hesitate to use this camera that's built in. Actually, I'm just tilting the screen a little bit so I can more centered. So I'm super impressed with this. I'm gonna go in and just kind of do a few more things. I'll give you final thoughts in just a second. I won't do a review of this just yet, but this was just kind of like an overall unboxing, and here it is. Just from an everyday person. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those. I love all the tech people. I love watching their videos, they're so amazing. I'm just a part-timer. That's all I am. And that's all I'm gonna be, so that's okay. But I just enjoy making these little videos for the everyday person. And so if you're watching this and you've gotten this far, awesome. But again, this is what the 1080p looks like. And I'll do a quick little comparison, just kind of showing you exactly what it looks like from the monitor. So this kind of just shows you on the 24-inch screen how much it fills up. There is a little bit of glare. I'm not gonna lie, I've got something going on back here. Actually, no, it's my phone. That's what it is. There's just a little bit of glare, but you're just gonna see it on your screen. I don't see it here at all. It looks completely crystal clear. But that's what it looks like on the 24-inch screen. So if you imagine having Zoom calls, FaceTime calls, the kids can call their grandparents like I just did. It's a lot of fun. And it looks really good. Like, this is the kind of thing that I think many families are going to enjoy. Or if you're just one of those people that love tech and just want to keep it simple, you don't need the Pro line or anything like that. You don't need the, 200 terabytes or the 64 gigs of RAM or anything like that. I think you're really gonna like this computer. So just give me a second, I'll be right back with you. So one thing on here is that the speakers are absolutely incredible. Apple has done a fantastic job on these speakers, and they're all located, as you can see. Again, I gotta move this, so weird. They're all located along the bottom of the computer. And there's this new thing with spatial audio that they're trying to do. There's new, just whatever they have thrown in here is absolutely incredible. If you're looking for a computer that's gonna fill your room with sound, with speakers that come from the bottom, this is it. Most of you know that I absolutely love Florida. I love Disney World and all that kind of stuff. But I actually just listened to the new Epcot main entrance music for 2021. I am blown away by how amazing these speakers are, and I don't even have it up full blast. Like, these are full blast. I'm gonna put it to half, but these speakers are absolutely incredible. Like, I am so impressed with them. This computer, man, it is just, I don't even want to do a review because I'm doing the review right now. This wasn't supposed to be a review, but man, this is so good. Like, if you're looking for a computer, this is definitely one you need to check out. So I just wanted to show you guys this because this is what the 4K Retina display is like. So this is set on like the highest they can do on YouTube. I'll move it so you can kind of get. But I mean, this is like, honestly, I'm sitting on Expedition Everest at Disney World right now and I'm there. Like, it is just insane how good the sound coming out of this is and the quality of video. Like, I can hear the rumbling of the roller coaster. And if you've ever been on this ride, you know. So that is incredible. Like watch, they're just gonna go backwards. And it just feels just like being there. It's so good. Okay, so that's the ins, the outs, the guts of what this computer can do in a size of being that thin. I believe it's like only 11 millimeters thick or something like that. Like I know I'm using my iPhone and stuff like that, but my iPhone is almost as thick as this computer, and this computer holds so much stuff. So I'm looking forward to playing with this over the next little bit, and of course I'm going to do a follow-up review and tell you guys what I actually think of it a little bit later on. But for right now, I would strongly suggest, again, if you're looking at purchasing this one, I would go with the middle tier one. I believe it comes with, again, this is the one that comes with the Touch ID keyboard. I would strongly suggest picking up one with the Magic Pad included in it. Not only that, as you can see, this one's silver, but if you pick it up with whatever color you go with, you're gonna get the color. As you can see, I got silver, which is fine. I had to purchase it separately. But again, if you purchase it with the color of iMac you're gonna get that color Magic Pad. I'm excited to have this. I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to have a monitor that is gonna be great. Not that I don't love my 13-inch. My 13-inch is gonna be great when I'm on the deck or if I'm traveling, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just happy that I can have a computer that's just gonna be here and can wait in my kitchen and just kind of like, will just do its thing. And I can use it as I need to and enjoy it. And yeah, that's about it. So if you stuck around this long, thanks very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go back to playing here and listening to some Disney music and riding some Disney rides on 4K and on YouTube. So have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you in the next video. Have a good one.